Hey, Tubies! It's Psychic Bob. It is so good to be with you. Well, not to worry, guys. A lot of you are saying, Psychic Bob, where were you? Where are you? We don't know where you are. Please forgive me. Yesterday, Friday, ended up being a really, really busy day. I had a lot of private readings, and I want to say thank you to all of you contacting me. A lot of YouTubers contact me for private readings. I had such a good time reading for all of you. So I want to say thank you. And if you're somebody who wants to get on my schedule, I do private consultations. I am a full-time professional psychic medium. I have been so over 20 years. So if you want to reach me for a private reading, send me an email to my address, readings@robert-hickman.com. And I'll get you on the schedule. I'll put the link below for that, okay? Or you can call my office at 571-483-2112. Leave me a voicemail there. I'm out of the office today, but I will get it. And I'll get back to you, and we'll get you on the schedule, okay? You guys are the best. I love you. Well, here it is. It's time for our Saturday seance. That's right. And I'm going to go into trance, and I'm going to channel through whatever the spirits want. For those of you new here, this is a weekly tradition. Every Saturday we gather, we have a little seance. And our seance comes out of the old-time spiritualist church tradition. I used to be a member of the spiritualist church. And we would go to mediums' homes and have seances. And what happens in channeling is that the spirit entities overshadow my consciousness and take temporary control of my body and my vocal cords. Don't be afraid. It's not possession. Possession is where you have no control and the spirits just totally dominate you. This is a partnership. I work in union with the spirits to allow them to come through me. So there's nothing scary about it. It may look a little strange, but don't worry, I'm fine. When I channel, it's like I'm just kind of dozing off and napping. Sometimes I hear a little bit about what's coming through, but I'm not really connected to it. But I tell you, when I go back and watch the video, I'm always as amazed as the rest of you. So we'll see what the spirit people have. But I'm so glad you're here. And by the way, if you enjoy this type of thing, you might want to pop over to my website and check out my book, Messages from Rose. This is my book. You can pick it up over there, and talks about my life as a trance channel, working with my spirit guide Rose, who often comes through. So definitely check it out, robert-hickman.com. I'll put the link in the box below, and I have a store. That's my website. But up at the top, you'll see a button that says store. Just click on that, okay? Well, you guys are the best. Well, I'm going to settle down and go into trance, so I'll see you when I get back. There's much disharmony and chaos in the world today. It comes from people losing touch with their inner voice. When I was a young man, I had an awareness that we are body, mind, and spirit. Even though in my latter years I forgot this, it was impressed upon my consciousness. Today upon the earth there are many who have no knowledge of who they truly are. If you knew who you truly were, you would not be overwhelmed by the world. Many people wander about the world as if they are ghosts. Ghosts are, in a sense, people who have gone mad and then left the body. And when they're in the spirit form, they're deranged, they cannot let go of this life and are obsessed and cling on. But you do not have to die to be a ghost. There are people even now upon the earth who walk about in a state of bewilderment, thinking that this is all that there is. They become blinded and enmeshed in the material reality to such a degree that they lose control of their faculties. These are the souls who go mad and commit suicide. These are the souls who do horrendous crimes and think that it is the only way to achieve success. You see, if you are entrenched in the world, and you have forgotten the true world, which is the spirit world. You will be bewildered by the material world. When one comes to this earth, one's consciousness is temporarily blinded. It is a veil put over the mind in order that you will enmesh yourself more closely in the world. Jesus had a saying. He said, "Be in the world, but not of the world." This is very wise advice. See, when you are in the world, yet not of the world, you can maneuver through material reality, learn your lessons, and when it is time to return home to our world, to the spirit world, then you can do so without any complications. But if you live as if this material world is the only world, then you will become overwhelmed by it. Many souls look around the earth and say, "I see such evil, I see such suffering, I see such degradation." These are the byproducts of minds who have forgotten who they really are. The evil that is perpetrated in the world is created by those who are the ghosts, those who have forgotten how to love and have forgotten their true reality. When you disconnect from who you really are, you in a sense become a little deranged, and that derangement can take many forms. This is why we see such perverse behaviors upon the earth. It is people who think that this is all there is. There is a common saying upon the earth that he who dies with the most wins. This is not a truism, it's a falsehood that has been created by a lower mind. The higher self sees the natural order. The natural order of the universe is that everything is vibrating in its own harmony at a specific rate, and all things in the material world are in a state of flux, impermanence, and decay. If you can grasp this concept and accept it for what it is, then you will not be enamored of this world to the degree of madness. You will see it and use it as what it is. Remember, as I have told you before, the earth is your classroom. It is where you learn your lessons. To learn your lesson well, you must be, as Jesus said, be in the world, but not of the world, you see. He also said another saying, which I find most important, is, "What doth it profit a man to gain the entire world, yet lose his very soul?" It is true that you can lose your soul by abandoning your higher principles and your higher self. Each of you are, as I have told you, sparks, children, sons and daughters of the light. And though you wear material bodies, you must let your inner light shine forth as those who are the angels. You know, in the spirit world, the angels have a brilliance that if your earthly eyes were to look upon them, you should be instantly blinded permanently. This is why when angels come to the earth, they appear as humans. They also put on a temporary veil, a cloaking, if you will, in order to be present before the eyes of humans, to guide them, to instruct them, to lead the way. Each of you have angels and guides. Guides will not generally be present physically, for they are beyond the body. Angels, being of an advanced race, have more ability than humans and can change their form more easily. This is how it accounts for them being able to take on a fleshly appearance. Be like the angels, always be ready to help another person. The angels in the spirit world are called to serve humanity and to serve the light. Humans are also called to serve humanity and to serve the light. The missions, though similar, are distinct. The angels do not have the physical reality in the sense that humans do. They do not take on permanent bodies. They do not engage in fleshly activities such as marriage and having children and working. They are beings of pure spirit. Yet they are loved greatly by the Creator. and they have a great love for humanity. And dare I say, many humans on the earth have great love for them. As many of you know, when I was a young man, I engaged in ceremonial magic during my time at Cambridge University. We would invoke the great angels, and I dare say many of them would come to our gatherings. I was working one time with a mirror, a block mirror, to see an angel. Many times we would evoke them to physical appearance, either in the block mirror or within a circle. One time an angel appeared to us in physical form, literally, visibly, objectively. The power was so great, all the glass in the room shattered, and we were left in awe and terror. The angel did not mean to shatter the glass, but his vibration was such that physical objects would crumble in the presence of that being. I say this so you will have an immense respect. On the earth there are people who treat the angels as if they're their little servants. They say, oh, angel do this, angel do that. But the very fact of the matter is the angels are far greater and more wise and ancient than any human. And so humanity would do very well to have reverence and respect for the angels. Each of you, as I've said, have a guardian angel who can call upon him in time of need. Over the guardian angel, there are also higher angels of the seraphim and the principalities. Archangel Michael is one of the principality angels. He governs entire nations and prominent people. He at times also serves the average person as an assistant and a guide. Michael's power is beyond that which you humans can comprehend. But know that if you call upon him, do so reverently, for his time is very valuable and is not to be trifled with. As I said earlier, there are those who treat the angels as if they are their servants. But I can assure you, were you but even to look upon an angel for a mere moment, you would be blinded and struck in awe. Great is their power, great is their beauty, and they are unlimited in their wisdom. They approach the very mind of the divine and are reflections of that reality. There's a common myth that when humans die, they come into our world and they become angels. This could not be further from the truth. Humanity is meant to be a human spirit. The angelic hierarchy is a different spiritual creation. The two do not mix. They are separate and distinct, but each with their own missions. And so understand that your loved ones who have deceased and crossed into our world remain as they are. Yes, they will grow in glory and brightness here, and in fact they may appear in your apparitions to be angels, and this is where the confusion comes. When a body is free, or a soul I should say, is free of the body, it has an ethereal glow. This is why people say, I saw a ghost and he was glowing white. The spirit body does have a glow, an ethereal glow. Depending upon a soul's advancement, it will be brighter or darker. And if your soul is dark, that means that you have much work to do. When I first arrived in the spirit world, I was in the dark level of purgatory. And it was because that I had taken my soul and tinged it and darkened it with drug addiction and alcohol excesses and worldly ways. I had forgotten my original calling. And so, understand that the angels are not tinted with imperfection, as are the humans. They do not struggle with the desires of the flesh that the humans have, for they are transcendent of that. It is true that in the past there were angels who forsake their divine place in this hierarchy and did interfere with the earth. These were the fallen angels. They are called the Watchers, the fallen ones. But they have been removed from influence on humanity in order that humanity might grow and evolve in its own light. So know this very day that the angels do guide and protect you, as well as your friends, your family. Entire communities are under the watch of angels, and yes, even governments. The higher you go in your life, you will find that the spirit world sends you even more advanced angels to guide you, because your influence on the earth will be greater. Somebody else wishes to speak. My name is Alfred. Greetings, my dears. This is Rose. Oh, it's such a blessing to be here. You know, Fletcher helped me to come over today. He's so wonderful to regulate the medium's vibration. He said that Alfred was most excited to come to speak, and he let him through first, and now it's my chance to come and say hello to all of you. I also want to echo Alfred's words about the angels. You know, when I was a young lady on the earth, I had a very close call with death one day. I was walking through London and a building was being constructed. I was walking under scaffolding. Now, mind you, I knew better than walk under the scaffolding. Yet I did that nonetheless. And you know, some bricks fell from the building that was under construction. And I tell you, my dears, there was a hand, I literally felt a hand pull me. It pulled me out from away from the scaffolding. And I was missed being killed by the bricks. Had they fallen, they would have crushed my skull and I would have died. But you will see, when I looked, there was no one there. I said, I clearly felt a hand grab me and pull me out of the way. And I wanted to say thank you to that good soul. But yet there was no one there. And I went home and I told my mother, I said, Mother, I've almost died today. And she said, oh, I had a very bad feeling when you left the house, my dear. I said, really? She said, well, what did you do? What did you tell me? She said, well, I didn't know. And she said, until you're gone. And I said, oh, my. And she said, but I did offer a prayer for you. I said, Lord, keep an eye on Rose. And her prayer must have been heard. Or an angel pulled me out of danger. You see, when I came over here to the spirit world, and I had a life review, they showed me all the times in my life that I was aided by the spirit, aided by God, aided by the angels. And I was shown that time when I almost met death at the flight of falling bricks, I truly was spared. And they showed me a beautiful tall angel who, although I did not see, was present at the time. And he saved my life. Each of you must call upon your guardians. They will keep you out of harm's way. But those of you who are parents, always pray every day for your children. Let the angels help them. When you send them off to school in the morning, say, angels be with them. And you might even teach them the guardian angel prayer. It's one that I learned as a young girl, and it goes like this. Angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom his love commits thee here, ever this day be by my side, to light, to rule, to guard, to guide. Amen. Lovely prayer. This has probably been learned by thousands and thousands of children all over the world. But if you don't know it, I encourage you to embrace that little prayer today. It will keep you out of harm's way. It will bring you a lot of joy. Fletcher says our medium's power is growing weak, so I will not be staying in the body, I'll be stepping from it here. But I wish to tell you again, thank you very much for coming to receive us today. Alfred and I are so honored to have the chance to visit with you, and we send each of you our blessings. The power is starting to fade, but know that I am with you, and I love you all, and I will send you my help. Just call upon me. Say, Rose, come help me, and I will be present. Honey. Hey, Tubies, this is Psychic Bob. Well, I want to say thank you. Thank you for being here at our seance. You know, I love to channel, and I say it, but it's really true. I say it all the time, but channeling uplifts the soul. And I would encourage each of you, explore this mystery. Build a bond with the spirit world. If you want to learn more about this, definitely pop over to my website at robert-hickman.com. Pick up a copy of Messages from Rose. It's at the store link at the top. I love you guys. You're the best. Well, listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We'll have more coming. Tomorrow is Sunday. So we'll see what we're going to do. Maybe we'll go for a walk tomorrow. Would you guys like that? Maybe we might even get brave and go to CVS. Maybe. I'm not promising. Anyways, I'm so glad you're here. You guys rock. So keep it here at Spirit Channel. By the way, if you want to help me, like this, favorite it, share it with your friends, hit subscribe, be part of our channel. Well, I'll see you back here tomorrow. And until then, may you always blessed be.